Greetings, Imagineers! How are you doing? I'm the real Manos, and we're going to be talking about Knights of Guinevere, and that is the new animated pilot from Glitch, a up-and-coming animated studio channel company, and they're producing like pretty exciting work, and they are an independent company. Holy crap, let's go! Also, it's co-created and directed by Dana Terrace, the creator of the Owl House, along with a couple of other Owl House producers, Zach Marcus and John Bailey Owen. And this pilot is directed by Dana Terrace. So, hey kids, I'm going to be doing a little bit of, actually I'm going to be doing quite a bit of spoilers in this, now that I think about it. So, if you haven't seen the pilot yet, it's on YouTube right now. You can go see it for free. It's fine. I don't mind. I'll wait. Okay, you seen it? Good. Warning, spoilers if you don't care about spoilers, or just see the show. It's just, what, 25 minutes or something like that? So, hey, all right. I'm going to get right into it. And the plot of this pilot and series, I imagine, is essentially Park Planet rules the world, or maybe galaxy. I don't know how far-reaching they are. And their monarch mascot is Princess Guinevere, and she comes in many different forms. She is basically like the Princess Universe, all in one character in many different types. The park has these robots, androids that are her instead of like people in costumes. So one of them escapes, and it's the personal robot for I believe the CEO's the creator of Park Planet, his daughter Olivia. She escapes. Years later, she is uncovered by a worker for one of the very different industries on the planet below the park. And she kind of digs her out, and with her friend Andy, they try to revive her, but they're being chased by the Olivia's forces. At least at the beginning, one of the giant, terrifying robots that is at the planet at the park. Okay, that is a mangled version of this, because we only have part of the story so far, but I can kind of build from what we're shown. And first off, let's talk about the animation. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what the budget is on this, but it is used to the absolute degree that you can produce something. So I love some of the opening framing shots of main characters to give them proper focus. The world building is gorgeous. As far as what we're shown, this park is above the planet in this floating city of dreams and imagination, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It is above a pretty dystopian, trashy world, at least from what we're able to see. Cops seem to work for them. They have these helmets that have these flashing emojis of cute characters while they are possibly brutalizing people. People kind of struggle and fight. It's a polluted world, and yet people dream of of what they can achieve, even though they probably can't get anywhere in the world, if that makes any sense. The characters are so first off, the design and characterization of them are right there on the page. You get to really understand who Frankie and Andy are immediately. They grew up in this world, and they are inspired by it, even though as adults they are kind of beaten down. And Frankie's losing teeth from her boss, Sparky, who I guess when she screws up bad, she pulls a tooth, and that's terrifying. And what's interesting about that little bit is that you see two teeth missing on each side, and you don't really think of it until he threatens to do it again, and you know, okay, that's what's happening here. The pacing of this, I gotta say, the pacing. One of the things that I have had a little bit of problem with the Glitch productions I've seen so far is they're so fast paced, and they're expelling so much exposition to a point where you can't calm down. It's like hitting you over the head with, like, you know, jokes and exposition and like adult stuff. And while I am wholeheartedly supporting of this company, I gotta say, like, you know, the pilots of these shows haven't been grabbing me as much as I want to, and this one grabs me because it is maturely paced. It lays out the story so far, and you get to spend time with the characters and see the world, and it also does a lot of visual storytelling as well. It definitely feels like a production that comes from people who have worked with companies like, you know, Disney and Warner Brothers and such, and you can see that put into that. That's one of the things I'm very excited about this partnership. Is that, you know, Dana Terrace and crew can bring that into independent animation, which I'm very excited about. And of course, like the mystery, we're given quite a bit in this, in either exposition or visually, but there's still a lot to be shown. Like Orville, the owner creator of Park Planet, speaks to Olivia about, you know, things that have happened before, and, you know, tragedies, and hope I can make up for it. I don't know what that is. We get to see, like, this character Olivia. She is like the daughter of the CEO. She's going to take over. In present day, she is miserable and sickly, and it's not been that long. It's probably been maybe 20 years. And what does this park do? You know, how do they rule things? What is the Gwendolyn that escapes? What is she trying to get away from? And she is desperate to get away from it. You know, does she have like a conscience and a soul? You know, she apparently does seem to be sentient, where, you know, the androids aren't supposed to. They're not programmed to scream, for instance, and she screams. And one of the things, God, I talked about, I love the fact that, you know, these androids are like, you know, the mascot characters, and they're all different forms of Gwendolyn that has appeared in their media. And they have this, they are programmed to, I guess, register all the attendants. So when they see them, all they have to do, they're doing face recognition. So when she sees a young Frankie and Andy, she does a clip, and you see this thing click off in her eyes, and she knows who they are for this moment. Of course, like, when she escapes, she's discovered years later by Frankie, and she and Andy try and recover her as they're being chased by one of Park Planet's robots, which desperately wants her back and will kill to get her. You're kind of left wondering, like, what she is trying to get away from. And one of the things I like about this pilot is, of course, as we all know, and it's kind of front and center, and it's in the conversation about, like, how much Dana Terrace went through trying to get Owl House produced, and struggled with, like, the corporate crap from Disney. And of course, this is not an outlier. This is kind of the norm, and not just with Disney too. Like, all sorts of companies, media companies and corporations, struggle with the artistic side of what they are, and, you know, they do kind of like force creators to, like, conform in bad and sometimes good ways, but they're stifling. And from what I understand, just from casual observance, like, Dana Terrace, like, struggled to get this show out the way she was hoping to, and was not rewarded, frankly. Like, you know, just the callous nature of the cancellation of the show. Like, she had to fight to get that last 3-episode season out there, and the fact that she's able to stick the landing for that is just impressive on her and the part of the crew. And now she's channeling that frustration into the show. And one of the things, and you can definitely see it, and she really does like attack them on like the specific things that are a problem with companies like Disney, for instance. And I keep thinking about the compare. I hadn't heard anybody compare it to, but this kind of reminds me of the first Shrek movie. Which, let me tell you, if you go back and watch Shrek, it does seem to be like 90% of the jokes in that are fuck Disney and fuck Michael Eisner, and it's a very bitter, petty film. I still love it, but oh boy, that is someone like voicing their begrudgments front and center. This does, I think, a little bit more wisely in its approach and maturely. Also, what I believe is missing from this conversation is that this pilot not only discusses what's wrong with companies like Disney, but also the good in these companies and what comes from them. And I'll explain that in just the scene between Frankie, Andy, and Guinevere at the beginning and end, I think shows you how what Guinevere means to Frankie and Andy, and how their meeting as when they were children has really influenced them and has kind of inspired them all throughout their lives. And now they discover this android, Guinevere, and they try to save her. And that is rewarded by that one moment where they're cornered by the giant robot, and Guinevere activates and talks to them like they're children. Like, it's kind of really... I get a little choked up in that moment because they were there for her, and now she is there for them. And when you look back on the pilot and the struggle with this android, this Guinevere android, it really does make me think about how a project, a character can mean a lot to people and really inspire them and touch them and make them feel safe and protected. And these very same characters are owned by corporations who kind of like imprison them in a way. And that's what this Guinevere feels like. She feels like one of these characters that has escaped and is trying to get away. And now she is meeting up with two fans of hers that are trying to help her. And it's kind of beautiful in a way. I'm really touched by that scene. And man, that was like a really smart use of, I don't know what the budget is on this, but they probably didn't have enough to really do a galactic fight scene between the two robots, but it's used so wisely in what you don't see is a creation of great suspense, where you think maybe the android is going to get destroyed by this massive creation, because she is like running on empty. And wow, that scene is quite effective. So I really enjoyed it. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing on here. I could probably go on and on and on about this pilot, and I'm very excited to see where the show leads. I hope it does get picked up officially. Right now, as I record this, it's over 7 million views. I don't know what the requirement is on that. I'm still getting used to Glitch as a company, so I'm not sure the norm. But I really loved it, and I do recommend it wholeheartedly. Watch it once, watch it twice, and support the show if you can. I definitely will. So I loved it. I'm going to easily give this 5 out of 5 RAM chips. Like, what a massive win for Dan Terrace and her crew and Glitch. I think if this, I think, succeeds in the ways I hope, this could be a game changer for animation in the West. I'm very excited about it. So, what did you think, you the people at home? Did you like it? Do you agree with me? What are your thoughts? Am I missing something about it? Leave me a comment below. That always helps my algorithm anyway. Click like and subscribe. Don't forget about the notification bell. And for all things Manos, you can find me at links. And I'm at like Facebook, Tumblr, League of Geeky Gentlemen stuff. And also you can support this channel for just $1 a month. Not just support this channel, but Manos Publishing, where I create my own work for just $1 a month. So, there we go. I really love this. I will probably watch it a few more times. I invite you to check it out. So, I think that's it. So, push the button.